about me. Ain't it funny how people can be brave, sending letters into space, not saying them face to face. Took a week for you to ask me on a date. Quit the games cause I ain't gonna wait. You're already overthinking, what if it all went wrong? You could be over drinking, here with me all night long. I want you to be missing the moment, 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 missing the moment, be 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 missing the moment. Be missing the moment. See you sitting there planning every move, but I know that it's gonna fall through. We're sick of the expectations, why don't we just let go of our misinterpretations? I'm gonna let you know I want you to be missing the moment. Meet me in the city where everything that we feel is real, eye to eye and hand in hand. We're breaking up the cycle, cause everything that we feel is real. Never gonna be missing the moment, be missing the moment, be missing the moment, missing the moment, be missing the moment, be missing the moment, missing the moment, be missing the moment, be missing the moment, be missing the moment, be missing the moment, missing the moment, be missing the moment, be missing the moment, be missing the moment, missing the moment, be 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 missing the moment.
Hi, this is Todd White, and you're listening to Active FM. And Christ music is hot music. It's the fire. In Jesus' name.
Hey, what it is? What's up, what's up, what's up? Yes, this is your girl Aqua on The Mode. So people are like, is The Mode a love show? It's not a love show. We're still doing everything. Isn't it? That's what we are. Okay, we are the show that talks about things that matter to you and to me, isn't it? Because we are together on this show, we are getting into the mode of everything. Whatever is hot, whatever is exciting, whatever is... and what more but relationships? Because the problem is, you guys are giving me a lot of feedback. You're giving me a lot of topics. You're like, listen, let's talk about this and let's talk about that. And you're giving me a lot of excitement. So why not? If it's still, because listen, the fashion industry is happening at the moment. They're bringing it back up. So photo shoots are starting to happen at homes and things like that. So everybody, if you don't have a photographer at your house, you're missing out. I mean, people are allowed to travel now and again. Yes, there's still no fashion shows. Yes, there's still no events and things like that. So fashion is a little bit like on the side at the moment. But listen, the mode... we're always about trends. We're always about what's happening. We're always about just being here. And talking about that song we just listened to was called The Moment. and that was by Sonny Fodera, and she was featuring Lily Alberg. So that was a thing. Okay, yes, we're talking about being in the moment. So don't worry about whether it's the mode. Don't worry about it's still the mode. Whether we're talking fashion, whether we're talking trends, whether we're talking relationships, we're talking about things that matter. Maybe I should change the show and call it Things That Matter. No, I like the mode. Anyways, we're talking about today, are you a time waster? I know. No, it's not that somebody told me that I'm their time waster. It's not that I felt like I was somebody's time waster. And the producer as well is on the safe side today. He hasn't been wasting people's time on purpose. Maybe he's just wasting it indirectly. You know what I'm saying? And you should see the look he's giving me at the moment. Because, I mean, do you know when you're a time waster or don't you? Because I can think of a time where I wasted my time and that person was a time waster. If you think about your ex, if you think about an ex job, if you think about, I don't know, I can't call it ex friendship. I mean, the one that wasn't good for you, probably a time. So we're not just honing into like relationships because you're like, is this a love show? No, we're talking about, are you a time waster? Now, specifically, I'm going to start it like this. I remember I was in a relationship for 5 years. Exactly. Do you see that? Already you're like, that was a time waster because you're not in this thing. What did you do for 5 years? And do you know that I think back now and I'm just like, what was I doing? What was going on? Was I blind? Was I, I won't even say the other things because now I'm going to be offending the person. And it's not offensive at all. You know what? But I look at this thing now and I'm just like, that was. But there were things I learned in that stuff. So is it really time wasting or is it not? And how do you know that you're a time waster? We're going to be giving you tricks. We're going to be giving you signs. Or we're going to be giving you pickup points as to be like, listen, if this happens, you're a time waster, boo. Get out of there because that's what it is. Okay, this person is actually just wanting to pass time with you. And when they get to the better side of life, when they get to greener pastures, when they get to, whatever it is, you are not going to be part of the picture. So that's what we're going to be talking about this show. I'm going to be talking about my time wasting situations that I've been in, which is crazy. We're going to be doing an interview also about, has this person specifically been in a time wasting situation? Have they, haven't they? So let's talk about this. And it's going to be real. It's going to be hard. I can feel it. I know it because that's what it's about. So this is Active FM where we're keeping it hard and we're keeping it real, baby. Yep, that's what it is.
Your number one hit station in town.
Active FM.
For the love of music.
I remember this.
Yes, time wasters. I mean, I was sitting in the room and I told you we're going to do an interview, but now this interview is turning to be an interview. So I'm being interviewed. So DJ Cave or Gloa. Okay, it's a French name. I only get French people onto my show because that's exactly what it is. So you had a specific question. I planned to interview you, but then you were here, so you were sitting and you're like, okay, I mean, I've got a few questions to ask you.
Yeah.
And I don't know these questions. I promise you it's not planned because I plan to interview him about his time-wasting situation. So please do ask me. So we're going to start with me so that we can be fair. So and I will answer honestly so that when I ask him the questions, he can answer honestly. I'm ready.
Oh, okay. I feel like the tables are going to turn on me.
They will. So you must ask very nice. I'm kidding. I'll answer whatever you ask me.
So I've just been curious because I've been here listening to DJ Aqua and just about like two questions because obviously we are speaking about time wasters.
Yes.
And you mentioned the fact that you were in a relationship for 5 years.
Yes.
So, first of all, how many relationships have you been in? Like,
Now, I can count. Luckily, I can say, you know what? Let me tell you, I think I was in 4 relationships,
4. Okay.
including a 23-hour one. I think I've said it on my I've shared it on the show.
I think everyone that listens to your show
Knows that, yes. So,
Yeah.
I can keep it to one hand. I'll say 4 relationships,
Because I'll be like, yo,
including the serious and non-serious ones. Because
5 years is a lot. Eh?
but I think I've been in 2 serious relationships. Yeah. Okay.
So the question that I really wanted to ask, the other one was just,
To build up to this one.
Build up to this
Okay.
one. So with that person that you were with for 5 years, you mentioned the fact that you're thinking, what were you doing? So
This is rough. Okay.
okay, so was it the case of maybe did you ever look back and think, okay, maybe you were blind in a sense of, like, apart from the personality and everything else that
Yes.
went wrong, like you look at the looks and you're like I was completely blind.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
I would not date a person that looks like that at the moment,
Yeah.
or going forward in the
Yeah.
future, because I'm like, okay, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You're like, that's my ex, and people look at you like, what?
So, like, was it the facials? Was it the style? Was it everything?
Sure, guys, this is okay. So, if you know me,
Yeah.
I don't even know this, but so the person was sure. If the person is listening, I really do apologize, but they're a different. They were ghetto. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Like, which is, I mean, in South Africa, I don't know. I don't think anyone has that anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
And can I tell you, there was this specific time. Now I'm going personal.
Yeah.
There was this specific time we're sitting in this amazing restaurant. It was my birthday, and I think this is when it clicked. You know what I'm saying? When I was like. So we were sitting in this specific restaurant and with a group of friends.
Yeah.
And a specific friend that I hadn't seen. I mean, this friend had been studying to be a doctor and whatever. So we're sitting in this restaurant and we see this friend. So she comes up to our table and to greet us.
Yeah.
So it's my birthday, so it's like my day. So obviously I'm sitting with this specific boyfriend of mine at that time, and then the friend comes on. I mean, a normal way to greet a person is like, how are you? I'm a word. No. But the response of this person is like, yo, Shogun, how are you? Oh, great. And I was just like, what is I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot. Now you might say, listen, I mean, gee, if that's who he was, why would you have a problem with that? But the thing is, I hadn't liked that for the longest of time.
Yeah.
So now when he had to be with me, I would be like, no, bro, you don't act like that. You see, so I mean, that was like a sign. Like, listen, you're in the wrong relationship. You don't like who he is, because if that is gonna be a thing, and it's not your thing. And I was like, imagine now, because I mean, I'm in this business meeting and he didn't like suits. He didn't like suits. He did not like suits. If you listen to the mode, I love a man in a suit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is I love a man in a suit, and he didn't like suits. So I mean, already those were things. There are tricks, there are tips, there are things that you look at in a person. You're like, listen, all the signs were there. I don't know why you hung in there. I mean, that's just the shallow things. There are bigger things. In case you're thinking, geez, Aqua, you're so shallow. It's just because he was ghetto and he didn't like suits. No, there were other things that were personally, emotionally, what you need from a man. You know what I'm saying? In terms of leadership and all that type of stuff that wasn't there. So that's why it was a time waster.
Yeah, so let me hit you with this last one.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was 2 questions. All right.
Yeah, Ish, I feel like I'm bombarding you with questions, but anyway.
Yeah,
so
hit me with this
at that moment when you guys were going into your relationship, did you have a clear sense of direction of like what type of man do you want, like how
You
his style
see,
should be?
that's a very good question.
Was it just like you're just going with it? Did you already have a type, should I say?
No. You see, listen, DJ Cave is onto something here. And I would say that because I actually didn't have a type.
Yeah.
When I entered into the specific relationship, I didn't have 5 years in my head. Like, oh, we're going to be kicking it for 5 years. It was let's see how it goes. Whatever. And that's a very good question. Why are you entering into a relationship if you don't see where it's supposed to go? I mean, this guy, can I tell you? Oh, my goodness. There was a specific time where we had just entered it. I think we're like 3 months into this relationship. And
Yeah.
there used to be like a party bash type of thing. And the following Monday, because it happens on the weekend, I happened to go into school. Now you're going to say, Wanaka, you're so dumb. How can you do this? So I went to school and then I found out that he kissed this one specific girl.
Okay.
This is 3 months
Yeah.
into the relationship. Now you ask me, what were you doing for the rest of the 4 years and 9 months? I cannot even tell you. But I remember we spoke about this thing and I was like, bro, what's happening? And he was like, oh, so sorry. But I was stupid then. I don't even think, I think that was my first relationship. I didn't even know what do you do if your boyfriend kisses another girl? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I was just like, so innocent. You're like, okay, cool, sweet. Make sure it doesn't happen again and things like that. But yeah, so that's just to add on. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure now that brought another question, didn't it?
No, it didn't actually.
Yeah, so no,
think-
I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a game plan. I didn't have a type. I didn't have a certain look, so that it ended up being 5 years because I ended up noticing that I'm a loyal person.
Yeah.
I'm a person that sticks it through. You know what I'm saying? Through hell or high waters. So, because I'm just like a person that says, nah, we're going to make it work, and we're going to make it work, and we're going to make it work. And then it just didn't work after trying for all those years. It wasn't all bad. It wasn't bad. I mean, there was a time where I was like, no, I'm going to marry this man.
Yeah.
I found out later that everybody else was like, what is going on? Which we're going to talk about a little bit later.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So that is my side.
Yeah.
So, DJ K, have you wasted somebody's time or have you been a time waster? Knowingly or unknowingly? I mean, I don't know. I wasn't a time waster. I thought I was head over heels here. When it got further, maybe when we're at 1 year or whatever.
Yeah, so myself, I think DJ Aqua might sort of agree to what I'm saying, but she doesn't know what I'm about to tell her. That's
Yes.
the thing. So I'm not necessarily a relationship type of guy.
Okay.
And by the way, yeah, DJ Aqua and I attend the same church. So even when I started attending the church, I just got to know people and stuff like that. But I wasn't really into a relationship. And only now I'm only looking at potentials. I'm not even...
So now you're scouting. You're like, this girl could be.
So I'm looking, future, like what's happening, But previously, the one time that I remember, and the reason I remember this is because I was thinking I totally messed up.
Okay, I want to know about this.
Because I remember there was now I have to remember the details. Okay, so it makes a lot of sense now. So there's this cousin of mine. Basically, when you have family friends and you guys have known each other for like a long time.
Yeah.
So we grew up with each other, and then there was this other family member of hers that came all the way from Congo, and she came this side.
It's getting juicy.
So at first I
So
didn't
you're
know-
not related to this specific person that's coming from Congo?
not blood related.
Okay, perfect.
So-
okay, that clears everything, guys.
Yeah, that clears everything. So family-wise, we consider each other as family, but we're not blood related.
Yeah.
So there was that girl, for some reason, I don't know, she started to like me and like knowing me, like because I was just like going with the whole vibe.
Exactly.
I was
You're
not
just like, let's go
fully
with the
in-
flow. I'm not
Yeah.
really into this thing.
So I was like kind of like showing her attention. We're
Yeah.
texting each other when we see each other, speak to each other, but it was not like a serious thing
in your mind.
in my mind.
Okay, I have to clarify this.
So I don't know. From what I know is that she also had someone that she left back home.
Okay, so this was like a quick while I'm
Yeah.
in South Africa type of thing.
So I think for some reason, she might have also had like some sort of mixed emotions. But I was thinking, well, I know that you have someone back home,
Yes.
and now you're coming here with all this, and I'm just supposed to fall for it. So I was
Yeah.
thinking in my mind, I use that as a gateway to like not take it seriously.
Yes, yes.
So we were vibing, and then after a while, for some reason, there was, a birthday party. There was a
Everything
birthday
happens at the party.
There was a birthday party,
Yes.
and then that same cousin had a couple of friends over. She had another friend And that friend, as soon as she saw me, I don't know, there was like this magnetic attraction.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say
Okay.
any further.
Magnetic.
She looked
Wait
at
a
me.
minute, magnetic. As
so-
in you could not control it,
No,
but there
me, I
was
could-
just this force.
There was something drawing me and her together,
Oh.
but it was more on her side, not on me. So like, so like she saw me. I don't know why am I mentioning this, but
Okay.
anyway, because I know people are gonna talk after the show.
Yeah.
She saw me.
We don't talk about it.
She saw me, and then she looked at my sister. She's like, I'm not gonna mention my sister's name, but
Yeah.
she's like, "Is this your brother?"
Ooh.
And you know that question.
Yeah,
it's
like,
just
oh,
ooh.
how can you hide this man from me?
So yeah, she's like, "Is this your brother?" And throughout the whole day, I was just getting looks from this person, and then all of a sudden in the evening we were talking, and then yeah,
of course, all of it. I mean, it just happened, right?
talking led to us getting to know each other better. That caused the other girl to get angry, and now she was fighting with the other girl. Playful fights, but it was painful.
Okay, playful, painful. I mean
Yeah.
it, but I really don't mean it type of thing.
Yeah, so it like kind of caused like some bad blood in between them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it wasn't nice. So I was like kind of like feeling bad. I was like, whoa.
Because you were wasting the Congo girl's time.
Yeah.
Because here there was magnetic things that you were not in control over.
Yeah. It's,
Oh,
If I can
listen,
say
DJ K, baby, that's a lot. I feel like it could be a part 2 of this. Okay, no, we're not gonna do that.
yeah, we know.
We're gonna protect him, and you don't know his sister, and you don't know these people, which is nice because
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's people that know us that are listening to the show, going, "I know that ex, and I know that guy, you know, I know that girl, that you know." But so you wasted. Which time did you? So how did it go with this magnetic?
You
thing?
see, that's the other thing. It just ended, just died, because there was nothing real in there.
Okay, so it was. Oh,
It was all just playful.
It
So
was just-
for me, it was like I was just like messing around. I'm like, I'm not even really into any of these girls.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
sure.
So
You were
apart-
messing around, and they're out here thinking future. They're out
no,
here.
like with the magnetic one, there
Yeah.
was even from her side, I could tell there was just something behind it. She wasn't really in it. She was just attracted by what she saw.
Okay, it was just
Yeah.
based on looks, nothing
Based
further
on-
than
yeah,
that.
nothing
Okay,
further than that.
now you're wondering how hot DJ Cave is. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Go look on our Active FM website on www.activefm.co.za. We said his name, so you can go and look for him, DJ Cave. That's the guy that magnetizes girls all the way across the room.
Not really. No, but I don't know. I have these weird stories, and guys, believe me, like I don't know. In my previous years, I was like,
This
I
is
was like the
BC.
most-
This is before cross.
yeah, I was like
Okay.
the most dorkiest person. So I wasn't like really a chicks type of person,
Yeah.
but I would get weird things where girls are attracted to me. And, like,
There's a thing. I think we must talk about that. You know, what is with girls and getting attracted to the weirdest of guys? Because I mean, I think that's what we must talk about. Why is it? I mean, I was sitting with a girl. I
Yeah.
mean, it's an older woman the other day, and I thought the guy was ugly. I mean, there's no one ugly because I mean, God made everyone fearfully and wonderfully. We just
Yeah.
preference was. But she looked at this guy and says, "You know, this guy is ugly, but I would date him. There's something weird about him."
Yeah.
But you know, there's this. Can I just tell you, and I've shared this so many times, with girls, I don't think it's about looks.
yeah,
And that's something that's very important because I've been in situations where the guy was number 1,000.
yeah,
I could never be seen. I would never be caught dead with that guy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm even in a coffin, I would be like, "Ugh." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now this guy starts to talk to you, which is why you should be careful, girls, as to who you let in.
true.
You get what I'm saying? Because they say, do not give the devil a foothold. That is a scripture, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Because once you start talking to this person, now you find out, listen, he's gawky. He's freaking DJ K, but he's got brains onto him. You
Hey,
know
by the
what
way,
I'm
I'm
saying?
not ugly. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's not ugly. He's not ugly. You know what I'm saying? But now, he's got brains. You can keep conversation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He actually cares about you. You know, after you left, he's like checking on you. Did you get home all right?
Yeah.
Now he's opening the door for you. I mean, now these guys, you know what I'm saying? They don't do that stuff no more.
Yeah.
And things like that. And we're able to talk. And it's not about, oh, is the sky blue? And, you know, boring conversation. No, we can lock it in. You know what I'm saying? Hours can go. I mean, you totally forget how the guy looks.
True.
You literally, totally forget how the guy looks because you out here and it's about a relationship. Because even as people grow older, I don't know if you know that the looks disappear.
They do,
There has to be something more, you know what I'm saying, to these looks. So yeah, let's talk about this after this track. And this track is going to be called Oh No, and it's by Reactive. Oh no. Now you want to find out what we're talking about after that. So listen to this track and we'll be right back.
Difficult, but I'm pacing through. Your arms are all I'm racing to. I found my place in you. Feed me with the bread of life. Same word, but it's tasting new. I'm always embracing you. Hope my life stays in you. You got one for me. No need to be chasing two. In your arms you wrap me. Trapped, but now I'm set free. Thank you, Lord. You restore my sanity. So I keep chasing you. Difficult, but I'm pacing through.
The perfect love story, then from a miracle working Father, loyal always, loves more than words can say. His love never quits. The rescue from the trampoline. He is madly in love with me. Surrender and trust Him. He'll never let you down. Run into His arms, and even though you've sinned, He shed His blood for you.
Oh no, you did it. You can't just run from Him. Loved you from the beginning. You're still the one for Him. And even though you've sinned, He shed His blood for you. Oh no, you did it. Oh no.
He shed His blood for you.
Live, right here on Active FM, we bring to you the Active Worship Inception album.
The joy of the Lord is my strength. I rejoice at your word, unfading. I feel set free instantaneously. I find myself in the presence of the cross. Let my life be defined by your endless victory.
You can stream the album on Spotify and Apple iTunes. If you're interested in downloading the album, well, contact us for more info.
You didn't! Can I tell you? It is so fun having DJ Cave in studio with me today. I don't normally have him in studio, so I mean, this is a good day.
Yeah.
So he was telling me now that in 8th grade, I mean, this is when we're still young.
Yeah.
I mean, I was still a lip virgin at that time. You know what I'm saying? We had those things where you never kissed and whatever because we're innocent, but not DJ Cave. So apparently, there's this specific girl, and they were playing Truth or Dare, and she was dead to kiss him. But he wasn't in on it. But there was one question that he was asked. And what was that question?
Are you gay?
And if you are not a gay guy, you know that is the one thing you don't want to be.
Yeah.
So then I'm guessing you proceeded to kiss the girl. Unwillingly.
Definitely. Unwillingly.
Because I don't know of any guy that's going to be like a girl handing her over and saying, hey, kiss me now. And you're like, oh, no. Was she like on a scale of 0 to 10? 10 being hot and 1 being like, blah. What was she?
She was hot at that moment for grade 8. You know, she was just...
Okay.
If I look now...
Oh, now she's one of those. Oh, no. Oh,
I don't know
no,
how she looks
you
like
did
now. Because when we grow up, people
Yeah.
have like glow ups and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
God. You know, they
But
start
then
getting close to makeup and things.
Yeah. So at that time, I'd probably...
What would you rate her at that time?
This is bad, eh? She's not bad, but
Okay.
then I'll just rate her like a 4.
Ooh, she's below 5. Sure, Gus.
As in, she was one of like...
She was okay.
Sort of pretty face, but you know that loud personality.
Oh,
that, like
ratchety type. You know, like that ghetto type that I
Yeah.
also was just like, nah. The
that's-
pretty face ain't gonna do. Okay, so DJ Cave, tell me, for you as a guy,
Yeah.
what are the things you can pick up if you're a time waster on a girl?
If the girl is being a time waster, or
You.
if I'm...
She's playing you. All it is for the here and the now, and we're done. Or have you never picked it up? Could they still fool you?
Probably. I'm thinking probably. Obviously, there are a few
Yeah.
signs like in conversation and just you spending time with that person, you'd see how well they engage and stuff. That will obviously give you a sign, but then
Yeah.
otherwise, yeah.
Can I tell you, if you are in secret,
Yeah.
you're a time waster.
Yeah, that's...
If she don't post you, this goes back to our previous show. I mean, anything that's done in secret. And I was talking to my pastor the other day. Shout out to Pastor Vicky. And she was like, you know what? If anything is done in secret and he's out here telling you like, you know what, or she's telling you like, oh, this is, you know, just between us. We're not going to really involve anyone and things like that. No, when somebody's out here saying, listen, we're going to do this. I mean, they might just get attacked by something later down the line. We're like, oh, I didn't see this coming. But
Yeah.
if they're like, no, I'm not going to introduce you to my friends or to my parents or to anyone that's important in their lives.
Yeah.
Just know that you're nothing. You're not going there. Okay, now, DJ Cave, how do you know when things start getting serious? Because when can you tell? I've got a friend of mine that says on the first date, she's going to lay everything on the table
Yeah.
and be like, this is what I do. This is what you do. This is where we are. And after that date, she wants to know if this thing is going ahead or not. She
Yeah.
wants to know everything. Listen, bro, lay it down. Don't be hiding. I'm not going to be pretending to be eating salad with you.
Yeah.
Ciao. Give me my ribs and my wings. I'm going to finish the whole 400 gram type
Yeah.
of thing. Or are you one of those say, let's just ease into it slowly? You know what I'm saying? Let's not find out everything. Let's give it 3 dates. Let's give it 4 dates. Let's give it, hey, start dating for goodness sake. And then you find out the horrible things.
So I would say ease into it, but then I don't want it to be me finding out a lot of things by surprise, and then I'm like, why didn't you tell me? But we're easing into things.
Okay.
So we can ease into it, but you know, like when you
Truthfully.
when you're feeding a child,
Yeah.
put like a big spoon in one bunch.
Oh, okay. It gets
Yeah.
too much and the child's overwhelmed. Like, woo!
Yeah, so just
Okay.
I think if she tells me a whole bunch of stuff in the beginning, I think that would be cool. It will also allow me to get comfortable with
Yeah.
whatever that is. I mean,
Whatever that is. You see, he's not even willing to commit. Guys, this is what it is. You know, as girls, and I think we can, as girls, we start changing our surnames to yours. I think on like the
Yeah.
second day. Like, oh! Sir, he's got a French surname. I think, Boneka, and you start changing and you start signing signatures. I know you'll do that. Don't be tripping, girls, pretending like I'm the only one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You start like, oh, my word. And then you're like, see, now you have a sister. I'm like, oh, she could be a good sister-in-law. Because, girls start going far and quickly. And I think, for me, easing into things is not going to work. Okay,
Yeah.
if this guy, for me, you'd be my time waster if you're easing into things. Because
Yeah,
I want to
true.
know that you're serious. Let's get into this thing. Am I meeting your parents or not?
Yeah.
And that's where I am at this type of
I don't know.
point.
As much knowledge as I've gained, which I'm totally for meeting the parents.
Yeah.
For some reason, it still freaks me out.
Because you
'Cause I
have
don't
to,
know what
you'd
to
have to
expect.
know that she's the one.
Yeah.
I haven't introduced nobody. Well, I did, that 5-year guy.
Yeah.
Oh, bad idea. That's a story. That's a whole show on its own on another day. But I'm not introducing nobody
Yeah.
to my parents until I know, listen, bro, you eat. And that's what it is. Okay. We didn't even
So
really
does
dive
that
into
mean
this.
that there's no possible flings or something that could lead into another, just to see maybe if this guy is the one?
No, why am I playing around with fling?
Not playing around. Okay, maybe I used the wrong words.
Okay.
So you said you're not introducing anybody until you know it's real,
Yeah.
right? So that means you probably won't be engaging with someone until you feel like,
That's
okay,
pretty true because isn't it I engaged for 5 years
yeah,
and wasted my time. Now I'm like, listen, bro, we're not wasting time. We're getting into this thing and it's gotta be real. We're not just playing. Isn't it? We've been in conversations. We're not dating.
Yeah,
there's this
you're
thing
not.
called courting and you're getting to know the person from far. You're watching them. You're like, okay, this is what he do. This is what he reacts like when it's in situations, whatever. Now he starts talking to him. I'm like, oh, I already know, because I've clearly been watching you from far.
True.
And now we're getting to talk. Now when we get into the stuff where we're dating, now I'm like, listen, bro, I'm introducing you to my parents. You ready? You're introducing me first so that I just know,
yeah.
and that's what it is. But yeah, so time wasters, we're not into time wasters.
Yeah,
if
we're
you're a
not.
secret, you're a time waster. If he says let's keep it private, you're a time waster. Okay, if he's not introducing you to anyone that's important in his life, you are a time waster, and
Definitely.
it goes for her as well. So this has been a show and a half. We were meant to do one small interview, but then the questions kept rolling.
Yeah.
So our last track that we're gonna be playing before we leave you, all right, because it's crazy. Me and DJ K could talk for the rest of our lives because
Definitely.
this is a topic and a half.
Yeah.
So it's called Blow My Mind. If the guy or the girl does not blow your mind, get out. You're a time waster.
Yeah.
All right, it's called Blow My Mind. And listen, you can hit us up on Active FM, baby, because that's where we are on our website, which I said you can go find DJ Cave's face.
Yeah.
Okay, it's called www.activefm.co.za. That's where we are. You go there, you click on the mode. Pretty girl with a white dress and gorgeous heels. You click on there
Yeah.
and you're like, hey, what's up? All right, and then we're on Facebook, which is Active FM /Active
Yes, /Active FM.
Yes. Oh, you see, he's on Active FM. He knows. It's /Active FM 777. And on Instagram, it's @Active FM 777. We're
Yeah.
also on iTunes. We have a YouTube page. Please go and like and follow our YouTube page because we're out there and we're doing the most. We're on Spotify. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on iTunes Podcasts. Subscribe to our shows and let's get talking about it. Remember, we
Yeah.
talk about everything that matters. Active FM radio has never been better. We'll check you on that flip side. DJ K, where can they catch you?
You can catch me on Facebook, which is Gloartina. That's my name on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
You can also catch me on Twitter.
All right.
yeah.
I'm also on Twitter. It's at why I can't
I'm only
Since
recently
we're doing
on-
personal,
yeah.
I was saying your show. Jeez. What
Jeez,
show
my
are you on? On
My
Active
show. I'm
FM.
on the Cave Show, and I also do Active Surge. It's basically music mix.
Oh, yeah.
So,
He's
yeah.
very good with music. Let me tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, so those are the few. Yeah, those are the platforms.
That's
that you can
that's
catch me
where you
on. Those are
catch
the
him.
shows.
If you're not see how handsome he is, he gave you his Facebook and the whole thing,
By
all
the
the
way,
handle.
I feel like I won't be doing.
So you know how it is. Go check him out. That's DJ K. You wanna know the man to the voice? That's
Yeah.
exactly where it is. We'll check you out on the flip side.
I feel like DJ Edward doesn't want me to speak.
I don't.
Why?
I don't want him to speak because you go check him out and then you can request him back onto the modem.
Yeah.
Listen, can we do DJ Cave again? But until then, you cannot speak. This is us. Peace.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. the final, final. Yo, 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 gbese mojo, jo. Me I no delay, lay. I'm giving them moves to the reading, nana. Mo fẹ́ràn mi Jésù. Mo gbese mojo, jo. Me I no delay, lay. I'm giving them moves to the reading, nana. Mo fẹ́ràn mi Jésù. Now you, God, you ain't done they blow my mind. Love the feeling all the time. Show me love I don't deserve. Oh, now you, yeah, you ain't done they blow my mind. Love the feeling all the time. Show me love I don't deserve. You call me your favorite baby. Before mama born me, you name me. That's why you're blessing me daily. I know I'm your favorite baby. Yeah. When everybody's saying that's a cussing down, my testimony is a lifting down. Cause you built a hedge and it's run about me, run about. Oh, gbese mojo, mojo, mojo. Me I no delay, lay. I'm giving them moves to the reading, nana. Mo fẹ́ràn mi Jésù. Mo gbese mojo, jo, jo, jo. Me I no delay, lay. I'm giving them moves to the reading, nana. Mo fẹ́ràn mi Jésù. Now you, God, you ain't done they blow my mind. Love the feeling all the time. Show me love I don't deserve. Oh, I don't. Oh, now you, yeah, you ain't done they blow my mind. Love the feeling all the time. Show me love I don't deserve. You call me your favorite